Welcome back to the SMT YouTube channel. Folks, we have a very interesting story. This one was written by Celine Provini and published over at thestreet.com, titled, T-Mobile Suffers Massive Boycott from Customers. All right, let's take a look at some of these details. I read through the whole thing, and I took in all of the information that I could that I thought was pertinent, and here's my takeaway. So the first thing about this T-Mobile boycott, all right, price increases to loyal customers, and then kind of backtracking on the whole price guarantee thing. All right, so this goes back to legacy plans, which were supposedly supposed to have lifetime prices with no increases promised within the structure of the terms. Now, since then, T-Mobile has raised prices on those legacy customers at least on 2 occasions, and depending on the lines, the type of lines, the number of lines, your account, it could have been structured differently. I'm not sure. $2, $5, whatever it was. So that's happened. So obviously you're not really ingratiating yourselves to the customer. All right, the second thing that's been happening at T-Mobile relative to pricing is fee increases on data plans and also voice lines. And over the course of the last couple of years, as these types of things have been happening that I mentioned previously, T-Mobile's postpaid phone churn has spiked, which is a measurement of customer retention, customers coming and going. And T-Mobile, for disclosing it, did mention, this is from the CEO verbatim, he said they're in a highly competitive market. And, you know, they were seeing unprecedented phone promotions. Okay, so, you know, I don't agree with him. I mean, I agree it's competitive, but T-Mobile has always thrived in competition. I think it's more so of all those levers they were pulling. But anyways, now you have groups that are banding together, and there is a Trump and an Elon related issue. So this has to do with customers and their politics. So T-Mobile ended DEI in order to gain approval for mergers and acquisitions. That was the thing that the FCC, which is a Trump administration FCC, that's what they had to do in order to get those things approved. There's also indications that T-Mobile has been union busting, and they're now supporting Trump Mobile, which is an MVNO that's using the Trump name for branding, and of course Starlink for T-Satellite service, owned and operated by Elon Musk. So, you know, Trump and Elon are viewed by many as far-right extremists. So if someone has the opposite type of political viewpoints, obviously they don't like these people. It has been indicated that 31% of customers do boycott companies for personal, ethical, religious, and political beliefs, and 45% of customers make purchasing decisions based on a company's politics and views on issues. Now, the reason why this matters to T-Mobile is because T-Mobile has long been viewed as the customer-friendly carrier. They've been known as the uncarrier, and you know, you never really heard about any type of politics as it pertains to the company until they needed the Trump administration approval for the T-Mobile and Sprint merger back in 2020. And then since then, obviously, they frequently have to coalesce with the politics of, you know, whatever administration is in power, you know, in order to get the approval for things like mergers and acquisitions and be in the good graces of the FCC and other politically forceful groups and agencies and regulatory bodies. Now, the thing about what these people don't understand is your options are Verizon and AT&T if you're not going to support T-Mobile or spend money with them. They're not angels. They're not any different. They're not even at all better. They're all the same. You know, if you listen to the CEO of AT&T, he's never spoken complimentary about the FCC until this one. He's never said anything nice about presidents until this one, because this one is serving his purpose. When you look at T-Mobile, it's the same thing. They'll do whatever it takes to fit in and get in. Verizon, I mean, they have to deal with politics all the time, constantly dealing with the regulatory bodies. They got rid of DEI too. It's all the same thing. So they do affiliate themselves with administrations and politics and politicians. There's always going to be agendas that you have to align with in order to get things that you want for the company. It isn't personal, it's business. So I think, unfortunately, for the people who want to boycott T-Mobile, where are you going to go? What company, which owns and operates a massive national cellular network, is nice in your views in every political aspect? It does not exist. It's not a thing. So I don't know, maybe a few thousand people decide to boycott T-Mobile. Maybe a few thousand have already left T-Mobile because of things like political affiliations and whatever. I just don't see how it's productive, nor do I even think it really makes that big of a difference anyways. Where do you turn when there are 3 options? You tell me. Anyways, I hope you guys understood my position in this. I have no political affiliations. I'm quite the apolitical person when it comes to the big parties here in the United States. I really don't like either of them. To me, I mean, it's just all the same. It's just pandering to one group or the other. And it just causes civil unrest and discourse between people. But whatever. You guys can have at it. I'm sure the comment section is going to be full and loaded with a bunch of craziness. As long as people don't take personal shots at me or anyone else, discuss the ideas, I think that's perfectly fine. That's good. But I'll probably stay out of the way. No reason for me to catch strays, but have at it. Enjoy yourselves. Like, share, subscribe. Drop us some comments. Check out some more of our videos. We'll see you guys soon on the next one.